Hey everybody, my name is Forgotti, and today I'm making a quick little educational video. You probably saw the title. So, about a month back. Oh, by the way, I also want to quickly tell everyone I'm getting better. I'm getting better from the flu. It was horrible. But I am getting better. But I'm still gonna be making videos here and there until my eventual coming back on the 7th of this month and making, my standard content. But for now, I want to quickly talk about something interesting. So a while back, I made a video called Never Trust Women because I recently me and the YouTube crew put a female into the group. And at first we thought that she was a really nice person, but turns out she was a lying, backstabbing, conniving, horrible scumbag human being. I'll put a link down the description of the first video and you can watch it because because like there was a lot of information. I'm not going to really summarize it because there's so much information as to what happened the first time. So it's tries to just go watching that video yourself. It's like 20 minutes of like really good, like I went deep in and dived in and like gave a lot of crazy information. But I'll quickly update as to what's happened because, like I said in the original video, she fled to Japan after manipulating, and lying to everyone, and especially using a friend that I know for a free bed to sleep in and a free roof, rent free, without having to pay for anything. So what happened was she fled to Japan, but a while back, like a couple weeks after I made that first video, she decided to come back. What happened was she messaged the friend that I'm talking about and told him that the reason why she said all those things was because she wasn't in her right mind state. And she allegedly did something very, very stupid, which I'm surprised that she did. So what happened was she went to a family's funeral in Japan, and because of certain things that happened at the funeral, it made her really, really sad, and she wasn't thinking in her right mindset. So when she visited a friend, her friend's brother, gave her something to smoke that would help calm her down. Not the smartest thing. If you have like a really high intelligence, you would know that you don't just smoke some random thing from someone you've barely ever met that's your friend's brother. Big red flags, big red flags. But she did anyway. She allegedly thinks that it might have been heroin, the big H, that she smoked. Maybe to me I think it was meth, but at the same time I think she was lying and full of it. So she was saying that all the stuff that she said and the rude things that she said she didn't mean, and everyone forgave her, and she got brought back into the friends group, and she left Japan and went back to America to live with that friend that I know, rent free and having a free roof over her head. Everyone was super keen on forgiving her and just moving on, but I wasn't. I was not. I 100% knew that she was full of crap because there was so many inconsistencies with her story, and I just could not believe it. I could not believe it because first of all, what I didn't ever get to say in the first video, because it happened afterward, is ironically she saw the first video that I made of her and she was furious. So 3 days later, after that I made that video, she made a alt account on Discord and contacted that friend that I was telling you about, and she really stabbed deep into like brutality. Like she was being so unforgivingly like brutal. Like she was saying like, you're a worthless human being. She was saying like a lot of horrible things to that friend, and that friend did nothing disrespectful for her. All he did was give her a nice place to live with the rest of his family, and she pretty much lived there rent free having a nice warm roof over her head, and she was being so disgusting. I'm not going to say some of the stuff that she said because they're really, really bad. And she even targeted me, which I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that she targeted him and was really insulting towards him. I'm surprised that she didn't target me and only target me, because I was kind of like being really disgustingly truthful and brutally honest about how much of a piece of trash that she was in the first video. But she targeted both me and that friend for no real reason, because besides she was very petty and vengeful and spiteful and just angry. And that's why I didn't believe her drug thing, because truthfully, if she was smoking something, it really depends on the person, it really depends on the type of drug. But the fact that 3 days after smoking it, like she allegedly said, she had enough cognitive function to create an alternate account, be as vain, vindictive, and evil as possible, trying to like really use like brutally violent and horribly evil words to try to like really stab in that knife into both me and that friend. It is surprising, because usually when you're on something like really strong, you're out of it, or at least you're also like really like not good with cognitive functions. But the fact that she was able to do lots of methodical things was why I was not trusting of her coming back. But everyone sadly didn't really care about my opinion. I was being neutral. I didn't want to make any drama in the friends group, but I didn't trust her. Like, some friends were telling me, we forgave you for all the stuff that you did, because I did some bad stuff. Like, not really bad, not as bad as what she did, but I did some bad stuff, but they forgave me, my friends group, and I'm perfectly okay with it. But so they're like, why aren't you forgiving her? And the reason why I wasn't forgiving her was because I really didn't believe her. Her story was so inconsistent and didn't make much sense. But like I said, I didn't want to make any trouble in the friends group, so I pretended to forgive her, because actually I brutally told her the truth once, that I don't trust you, I don't forgive you, I 100% think that you're a liar. And apparently she did crocodile tears. Like, she actually created some stress in the friends group, because she started crying for the things that I said, telling her that, I just don't trust you, I'm sorry, I'm not going to forgive you. But then what happened was I made drama, so I had to pretend to forgive her. So pretty much everything was going okay for a couple weeks. But funny enough, actually, because how much I didn't trust her, I actually started doing little tests, because that's the thing. You can tell if someone truly wants to grow as a human being, because she was stating that she didn't want to do the stuff that she did previously and wanted to hurt anyone. And what happened was she said that she wanted to change. So I was like, okay, if that's the truth, then I'm going to start doing a test on her. I'm going to test her and see if truly she wants to change. Because I was thinking to myself, maybe I'm just not truly forgiving her, and maybe I should give her a second chance. Like Jesus said, turn the other cheek. So I gave her a little bit of test. I told her, hey, let's start doing little challenges. These little challenges. If you accept or reject whether or not you want to do these challenges, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. But the challenges were actually pretty simple. I'd give her a book to read. It was like different types of things to like help strengthen her mind, her body, her spirit. Like for instance, read one book per week. And make sure that you read it and not just use the cliff notes, because it was a book that I know really deeply, so I can know when you're BSing. What else was it? Challenges like drink vegetable smoothies, go to bed with good like times, like waking up 10 a.m, going to bed at like 1 or 2 a.m, those type of things. After her standard exercise, do like maybe a light 30-minute jog every day and build it up until you can like do an hour, stuff like that, challenges like that. And I did that actually as a test to see if whether or not she truly wanted to grow as a human being or not. And I got my answer that she did not, because usually when they say I'm going to think about it, that's a passively nice way of saying no without creating any drama. So the moment she said that, I stopped talking to her completely, because I 100% then was like, yeah, she's not trustworthy. She doesn't want to change, and I think she's 100% lying. So I stopped talking to her. I only talked to her when I was like forced to, when she was like confronting me over some stuff about some friends. So I was like, oh God, I have to talk to her. I don't want to talk to her. But while I was sick, something crazy happened, which proved me right, because I said that she shouldn't have been in the friends group anymore, that she is not trustworthy, that she's 100% lying, because I felt like she was 100% lying, because there's so many inconsistencies with her little story about how that wasn't actually her. It was actually drugs that she took stupidly from a friend of a friend type stuff. There's so many inconsistencies with the story, which is why I didn't believe her. And after I did my little test on her, it proved me 100% that she's has zero. You cannot trust her at all, because she didn't want to grow as a human being. But my friend was having her live again in his home with his family, and one day my friend went with his family to go do laundry at a laundromat or something like that, and she was left all alone in the home. And lo and behold, she stole a bunch of stuff of his: an Xbox, 2 Nintendo Switches, and a very priceless family treasure that is really, really important to his family. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's priceless. So she stupidly stole about thousands of dollars worth of stuff and then fled the home. So it shows how good of a human being she was. And it's insane also. She's a real idiot. I don't even know why she did it. She even like left her cell phone, of all things, which I don't understand why she left her cell phone, but she just left her cell phone with all the private information and just left it there for some reason. She took these thousands of dollars worth of stuff, but left her like cell phone. She kept one of her things, but the rest of the stuff she stole and left with. And I was shocked, actually. Like, I knew she was an idiot, but I didn't know she was that much of an idiot to make herself a criminal and just steal items that belong to someone else instead of her, and then also using that person again. Like, it's shocking. So I think actually her story was a lie completely, but with every bit of lie, there's a little bit of truth. Because what happened was, she said that she was kicked out by her best friend for being weird after taking the drugs. I'm thinking she was showing her true colors of being a snobby, rude little bitch. And her friend kicked her out, and then she became homeless again. And now she's homeless in Japan. So she went back to America to use my poor friend. And that's what happened. And that's what I was thinking in my head was what she was going to do. And sadly, I was right. So in the end, it's sad that I was right again. But it's a good cautionary tale for men. And I wanted to make this video as an educative and informative video of be careful to trust women. Because currently we live in a staple point in history where women are becoming less and less good. And they're becoming very evil, manipulative losers that use men for their money and other stuff. It's starting to get hard to find, like, not all women are bad, but it's starting to get hard finding that like jewel, that diamond in the road. It's hard to find someone that you can really care about, who will be there for you in the best of times and the worst of times. So it's actually better for men just to like focus on careers, have a pet, focus on hobbies, and having good friends, because finding women that care about you, that you can love, is becoming near to impossible. So yeah, but it's really stupid that this like person who was Japanese, like I said in my first video, I'm shocked because she was Japanese. Japanese people have so much honor and respect. And this is like someone who has no honor. This is like one of those rare ones where you find like a Japanese person who has no honor and is a scumbag human being. I think actually one of the reasons why she's like this is, A, she's been through a lot of crap, which doesn't give her the right to do these stuff. And B, I think she became too westernized, because one thing, I don't want to like insult anyone who's American. I'm an American. I was born in America, but like Americans can be like the nicest, but they can also be the worst human beings on the face of the earth. And I think what happened was she got too westernized and became too much of a manipulative piece of garbage based off of the culture. So it's shocking that she did all this, not to mention also really stupid, because now she's made herself a wanted criminal, and it's all still in investigation. The cops are still looking for her, that I know of. But it's really shocking, to say the least, that she did this. That and also she's kind of ruined her life completely, because now, instead of just being a manipulative piece of garbage, which is just hearsay, she actually stole from people. And if she gets arrested, it's going to be on a track record. Like, if she wants to get a job in America with her pretty much menial high school education, she's not really going to get any jobs, because who wants to hire a thief? So pretty much she's completely screwed herself. Why she even stole the stuff in the first place, I'll never know. Maybe it's to get money to like flee the country again, to like go to Japan again, maybe. Or maybe she's just trying to get some money so that she can flee the state that she was in, and then, I don't know, make a new life somewhere in America. But yeah, it's really shocking that she did it, and it's sad that my friends trusted her. I did not trust her at all once, and I just kind of like holding my tongue back, because I didn't want to make any drama on my friends, because they wanted to forgive her, and they were starting to like a little bit call me out for not forgiving her. So I just pretended to, but I should have just put my foot down and just stated like, yeah, no, I think she's full of it from the start, and then maybe all of this would have been avoided. But I mean, it was literally like 4 or 5 people against one, so there's nothing really I could have done, truthfully. But yeah, I knew she was full of crap. Also, another reason why I made this video also is just in case she sees this, because funny enough, she saw the first video that I made. So if she sees the second video, I just want to tell her how much of a scumbag piece of garbage she is, and how I was completely right in my first video about how she'll never amount to anything in life, and she will continue to use and manipulate others as a way to live like a leech and a parasite. And that her best plan of action should just be to leave the country completely, go to Japan and stay there and hide for the rest of her life. Because that's the true thing a coward does. And she's a complete utter coward who deserves nothing in life but failure and misery. So that's actually also another reason why I wanted to make this video, is most likely she's going to be seeing this video. And also, I want to continuously reiterate how stupid you are for stealing a ton of things that belonged to someone that didn't belong to you, and now you're a wanted fugitive by the police. Also, I wanted to state that you once stated to me that your friends in school used to call you cute but dumb. They're right about that. Not the cute part. You're ugly as hell. But you are very, very stupid. Like, very stupid. I've never met a woman more stupider than you. So if you see this video, screw you. So yeah, so I just wanted to make this video as kind of a cautionary tale, an educative and informative video for men to just not trust women. Like, don't trust women. Just move on. It's better to be alone in life than to have anyone, because we live in a current state in society where finding someone that you could like fall in love with is near to impossible. It might have been easy for your grandfather or your father, but it ain't easy for us. So sorry, that's just how life is. Okay, I just wanted to make this video. I'm starting to get a little bit sick again. Nose is starting to really clog, so I have to end it here. I'll see all of you next video. See ya.